Hey, what's up, guys? It's Drew here. Quick video vlog. I want to talk about a few things today. Obviously, I'm going to comment on the George Floyd incident and the protests and so forth. But first, I want to make a disclaimer for people who come to my videos. I need you guys to understand that, I'm not looking for fans. I'm not looking for people to necessarily follow me. I think it's great that I have subscribers, and I think it's great that some of the people that follow me, agree with my message, but you don't have to agree with me. I'm looking for people who can actually disagree with me so I can trade information with them, as long as the disagreement is respectful. That's it. I'm not looking for fans. I'm not trying to be famous through social media. I'm not trying to get likes. I'm not trying to get I'm not trying to be famous or something. I have a real career. I have real businesses that I own. The fact that, sometimes you may see me post. I posted when I was in Thailand with my girlfriend. I posted up the new BMW IA I got. I've posted several times from my Mercedes S550. Part of the reason why I do those things is to let people know that I have a very, very, very successful business outside of this. All right. I have 3 businesses outside of this. 3. Okay. So I'm not talking to you for money. There's no money motivation to talk to you. I'm not making these videos for money. I'm not making these videos for likes. I'm not making these videos to get famous. I have almost everything that I want in my personal life already. Okay. I also know that people in general, like it or not, people in general do not like to listen to people who are not as or more successful than they are in the areas that they're talking about. I talk about money quite a bit. I talk about finances. I talk about businesses. I talk about politics. I talk about certain things. And, honestly, if I had not accomplished anything in my life, I really wouldn't expect my opinion to matter in these areas. Because what would my perspective mean if I couldn't even make ends meet in the world that I'm in? My opinion wouldn't mean as much. Honestly, that's what I think. Everybody has an opinion, but few people have an experienced opinion. Few people have an opinion that comes from personal experience. I'm a person who's Black, right? Who is told by the media and who's told by people that it is difficult for me to make it in this kind of society. And yet I've made it in this society. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a billionaire, but I've become fairly successful. At the end of the day, I think that when I'm speaking on these topics, I'm not necessarily dictating to you what you got to believe or telling you what you got to believe. I'm just expressing my thoughts. And that's it. So anyway, let's move on to the topic. George Floyd. Obviously, I think everybody can, whether you're on the left, whether you're on the right, whether you are Black, whether you are white, I think most people can universally agree that the way that he was murdered was a heinous crime. The way that the video showed, he was murdered was a heinous crime. Most people agree that the police that the guy who did it should be in jail. Trump, the president, quickly acted and said that he's going to be apprehended. The guy was apprehended, right? And then all of a sudden, these riots and these protests started. Now, protesting is fine. There's nothing wrong with protesting. Even if you yelling and you screaming, there's nothing wrong with protesting. Okay? And I'm not saying that I value property more than I'm not saying that I value property more than I value human life. But what I'm saying is this. When you're destroying certain stores, like you're destroying grocery stores, you're destroying Walgreens, how are people going to get their food? How are people going to get their prescriptions? How are people going to, and then this is during this entire COVID-19 thing that everybody seems to have just thrown the rules out the window. Okay, so the rules are for that are thrown out the window. So, and lives are also being lost and people are actually being hurt too. So it's like, how does that, this question has been asked multiple times already. How does that honor the death of George Floyd? It doesn't. What this does is it gives a lot of people who are deeply frustrated about this world for whatever reason. Maybe they can't be successful and they feel it's attributed to the color of their skin. Maybe they feel like a victim in this world. Maybe they listen to the media all day and the media controls their psyche and where they are, mentally. Maybe, they just can't handle the things that are going on. Wherever they are, this incident and the mobilization of this many people has given a lot of people a reason to act belligerent. People were just looking for an excuse before. People were just looking for a reason to get crazy, and now they have it. Now they have it. There's a lot of people who don't necessarily want peace. They don't, because they can't find peace in their own life. So they don't want peace for you. They don't want peace for your family, and they don't want peace for your friends or your acquaintances, your people you work with. They don't want peace for you because they can't find peace. And they just want you to feel their pain. So they think that by rioting and by destroying the things that you have, now you can feel their misery too, because they've pulled you into their misery with them. That kind of living, that kind of lifestyle is not acceptable. At least not by me. At least not by me. I'm not going to accept it. And I know a lot of people are not either. To the people who are out there, defending your stores and defending your family with arms, more power to you. More power to you, more strength to you. You are doing the righteous thing as a man or as a woman, protecting your family and protecting yourself and protecting your community. But to the people out there who are burning down stores, who are looting, and who are hurting people, you're not heroes. You're not heroes. You are angry toddlers. That's what you are. You're not heroes, because at the end of the day, you and your actions are not bringing back George Floyd. You and your actions are not that's not changing the justice system. That's not changing the justice system. And I'm not saying that every single protest has to be peaceful. I know that some things will get damaged. I know that a car will get flipped here or there. I know. But at the same time, you cannot destroy other people's lives in addition to George Floyd's life and act like you're doing it in honor of him. You're not. You're doing it in honor of your own self, your own misery. You're venting. That's what you're doing. And you're venting by destroying other people around you. That's not exactly the most productive or constructive way to help. It's just not. Instead of raising money for protests, instead of raising money for rioting and looting and destruction, why not raise money for the funeral? The guy's already dead, right? Right? Why not raise money for the funeral? And to be honest with you, I don't care about the people that are going to come to this video and say, oh, you're a sellout, you're a coon, you're this, you're that, whatever. Okay? Whatever. I hire Black people. I'm a Black-owned businessman. I'm a benefit to my community. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear what you got to say, because I contribute in my own way. Do you arguing out, you posting out there and you saying, oh, people should be rioting and they should be burning down buildings and burn it all down? That's not contributing anything. You're just venting. You're venting because you're miserable about something else. That's it. That's it, because you didn't care about this until the media made it viral. You didn't. Be real with yourself. You didn't care about this until the media made it viral and all your friends were talking about it. And you could point the finger at me and say, you too. That's what you could say. But you know what? I'm not asking for people to get burnt down. I'm not asking for people to get killed. I'm not asking for people to get stolen from. I'm not asking for people to get looted. That's the difference. Okay? I'm not a person of destruction. I'm a person of creation. That's how I succeeded in business, because people want to be around me because they know I create. I'm the source of that creation in my business. God is my source in my life. In my business, I create. I reciprocate. I give. I don't steal. I don't take. I don't destroy. And I believe that in life, you're not supposed to do those things. Those things are evil. So destruction is evil. So at the end of the day, and I think that's something that most sane people can agree on. Now, my other question is this. Have you noticed what has happened to this whole COVID thing? What has happened to this whole COVID thing? Where did COVID go? Where did coronavirus go? What happened? All these people, all these protesters. So all of a sudden, liberals and leftists are okay. They're okay with protesters out like that in huge gathered groups causing destruction, but they're not okay with you going to the grocery store. They're not okay with you opening your business. They're not okay with you going to church to worship God, but they're okay with you burning down your own cities. That says a lot. That says a lot. And I think it's funny that people say, oh, Trump is a bunker boy. He went to the bunker. He's afraid. Trump is not afraid of you guys. He's not afraid of you guys. You guys don't understand like who you're dealing with here. You don't, okay? Trump, at the end of the day, is a very, very strategic president. He plays 4D chess, all right? So those of you out there who are participating in George Soros funded protests and riots and who are damaging things, if you're caught on camera damaging things, you are going to be in trouble. You're going to have federal problems. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have federal issues and federal problems. And you deserve it, in my opinion. You deserve the full weight of the National Guard and the US military to come down on you because you think that this is okay, and it's not. It's not. This is not the society that we want to live in. And it's not okay. And at the end of the day, you could say, oh, yeah, this is happening during Trump's presidency, and this happened during Obama's presidency too. Okay? It's the same places, the same cities, the same groups funded by the same people. When all of this is said and done and the smoke clears and we can track down where the money came from, we can follow the money to see who funded who, what? You don't understand, like, Trump has the NSA at his disposal. He has the NSA at his disposal. He can see all the communications. This video I'm giving right now, he can see it. If I text somebody from my phone, if you text somebody from your phone, he can see it. Every form of communication is tracked. And I don't agree with it. I think privacy should be a main thing, but that's the world we live in today. So if you were caught planning these riots, if you were caught funding these riots, if you were caught being a part of this organization, you put yourself out there. You put yourself out there. When the US military comes to pick you up and put you in Guantanamo Bay because you're now a domestic terrorist, that's on you. That's on you. And to make it out like Trump is some tyrant. No, he's not. He's not. He wanted the governors to do their job first, to calm down the rioting and to calm down the burning down of places and the looting and the violence. That's his job as president. His job as president is to protect the citizens. That's his highest duty as president. That's his highest duty. If he sees the violence, what is he supposed to do? Keep silent? If he keeps silent, you guys call him a coward. If he doesn't keep silent, you call him a tyrant. Now he's overstepping bounds. And what about all these disgusting pedophile celebrities? All these disgusting celebrities out there saying that they're going to fund the protesters. You know why they're doing that? You know why they're funding the protesters? They're literally fighting for their lives right now. All of these people, all these elitists, all these people, they're all going to be taken down one day. And all of you people that worship these celebrities, and all of you people that worship all these people, these politicians, these corrupt ass people, when they're taken down and when they get the perp walk, it's going to be glorious. It really is. To watch all the cognitive dissonance just flood over this nation. It really is. It's sad. It's really sad what's going on in our country today, but that's the world that we live in today. I hope that you guys who are watching my video, if you are watching my video, I hope that you stay prayed up. I hope that you stay connected with God, that you stay protected spiritually. And I hope that you're also getting ready to protect yourself if need be. If you have a firearm, and you want to protect your family, Godspeed. Godspeed. That is your duty as a man. Protect your family. Look for guidance from God. Honestly, I'm with all of you people out there who want a better society, who want justice, but who also want prosperity and growth. And I'm standing with you people out there who want that for your life and who want that for other people. But I do not stand with the destruction. I do not stand with the looting and the stealing. I do not stand with the aimless violence against people who are not, by Antifa, against people who don't deserve to be targeted for that. Harming innocent people is a crime, but it's not only a crime here. It's also one of the gravest sins that you can commit. God doesn't like ugly, and for I guess some of you don't believe, but I'm a believer, and I just think that if you're watching this, stay safe out there, and that's all I got to say. Peace.